I'm in Dorset, looking over a bit of the sea called the Fleet, towards the Isle of Portland, and I've come to look at something called the Lookout, and it's at the top of this hill. A hill used to be called a knoll, a small hill. So this is footpath to the knoll, and it's all been created about the time of the 2000 millennium. So the footpath been put in, hard standing footpath. We've planted a lot of trees at the top and cleared land and things like that, tidied it all up, and they've put this seat in, millennium concrete seat for people to sit on and look at the view. And that's just what I did, looking over towards West Bay and that sort of way, Bridport and Devon direction. And that's just what people will have done years ago, looking out to the sea for a different reason in about 1809, about the time of the wars with the French. And they made this tower as a lookout to protect their land from invasion from the French. I don't know how much it's been restored with the millennium, but it's in fairly good condition now. It did have like 2 stories, but now it's just got the one. So there was a fire down here, down in the lower story, and then there was another story, and there was another fireplace up there. Big door on the east and west side. Perhaps they used to use that for doing semaphore to communicate if the French were coming. And then on the south side, big window, that's the window downstairs, and then the window upstairs, which I can imagine they might have had a telescope to see what was going on, protecting their land, the Isle of Portland, which had this fort on it, and quite a lot of forts around the area to protect the natural harbour. And perhaps they saw people, like these people dog walking nowadays, on this rough November day in 2024. So the 2 round things at the back of the lookout are water tanks to supply farms, presumably. And there's something here from the Second World War, a pillbox which was built and is now overgrown by trees, these millennium trees that were planted. But it's still in quite good condition, and inside it's dry. And I couldn't get in it, but if somebody had a spade and some loppers, they could get down in there, and they could stay in there if they were looking for a home. They got 3 nice windows to look out over the sea, and they could put a nice bedroll down there and hang out, especially in the summer. Not so good in the winter, it would be bitterly cold. Yeah, so that's the Lookout near Puncknowle in Dorset, just south of the village of Puncknowle. And I had a nice walk up there, winter walk, and nice views. So, lovely day really.
You gonna report that? Nah, what's the point? That's where you're sleeping. He's throwing you out?
Because of you, because you came round and we had sex.
Yeah,
there.
and you told him.
Mm-hmm.
And what else have you been talking about?
No, we need to make a plan.
We had a plan. And you screwed it.
Oh, you want to talk about screwing, do you? Huh?